Kazakh national handcrafts make up the precious roots of steppe culture. They provide an inside look into nomadic lives. The art of the nation who once lived upon the Great Steppe is pictured here through wood and iron processing, jewelry and felting. Many programs modernize the culture of hunting, falconry, horse training and racing. Take a look inside the Kazakh culture on the program Kazart.
The 550th anniversary of the Kazakh Khanate is a historical date. There are many writers who touch this topic. We can highlight the works of these artists. The exhibition of artists took place in Abulkhan Kasteyev Museum in Almaty. A lot of pictures from different artists were exhibited here. The images on the sackcloth are veritable. Batyrs, the great battle heroes, are valiant and formidable. An artist is the person who sees and draws with the heart. It is difficult to paint something that you haven't seen.
Біздің қазақ болғалы бір 550 жыл болғалы жаңағы осының біздің қазақ хандығының пайда болып содан қазақ ұлтының пайда болғанын ол қазір кім біліп кім білмейді соның өзінде білетіндерін
550 years have passed since the emergence of the Kazakhs. Not everyone knows about the emergence of the Kazakh Khanate and Kazakhs. The ones who know are telling stories, and historians are writing. They are writing the history by collecting data from Egypt, China and other foreign countries, piecing together the whole history of the Kazakh Khanate. Many talented people are investing power into it. For example, artists, poets, writers, and so on. Every person has a talent, the same as an artist. He has been drawing since childhood. He drew in scribbles. They are telling some stories. When artists are listening to the stories, it's like seeing a film. I imagine everything. Then after being educated, the artist starts drawing big pictures.
Biz sodan barata жаңағы келе суретші кейін үлкен осында сауат алып, оқып жаңағы сурет мамандығын игергеннен кейін баратта, ол оны игергеннен кейін үлкен осындай картиналарға көшеді.
Jumakhan Kayranbayev is a master of the brush. He easily draws historical themes. His paintings make us believe they are so real. The first one who drew the portrait of Abulai Khan was Kayranbayev. He could convey the image of the Khan beautifully. Jumakhan takes his hero from a book. A book is the mirror of the soul and an artist's food. Drawing requires sharpness of eyes and mind. The artist is the one whose spiritual world is in chaos. They see the world and the environment on the other side. For artists, all the mountains are high and gardens are dressed in green. If ordinary people see the world picture in its original, artists can see and hear the water running and the whistle of the wind. The one who doesn't draw doesn't know the secrets of the 7 colors. And the master of the brush can make a great world from 7 palettes. This is the peculiarity of artists which distinguishes them from other people.
Ақындар тілмен айтса, суретшілер көзге көрсетеді деп өйткені оның суреті кез келген адам
Poets speak and artists demonstrate. Every person after seeing the picture for the first time will or won't like it. The picture is clear as daylight. That is why most of the young artists are changing their direction. They also want to know what their ancestry was and are getting interested in investigating it. We are working hard and hope the government will join us.
Соған сондай бір қызығушылық пайда болып, жаңадан бет бұрып келе жатыр. Осының бәрі өссе, жаңа өкіметіміз тағы қосылып осындай жұмыстар істеп жатыр.
Art specialists know that Jumakhan's pictures have a language that moves the soul. Heroes and the palette of that time converge in the historical pictures. Armor and weapons of the Batyrs clearly show the Khan's body. Jumakhan is an experienced teacher. He has taught a lot of students. Most of them have become famous artists. And the examples of the master who listened to and read a lot of fairy tales and legends about Batyrs are diverse.
жаңағы балдар суретші болам деп келіп бізге түседі ғой. Бізге түскеннен бастап біз оларды қолға аламыз. Қолға алғанда біз олар жаңағы шығармашылық жұмыстарды істейді, жаңағы сызғылайды, бүйтеді.
Children come to us to become artists. After entering, we start teaching them. They do a lot of creative works and drawings. Then we offer them a topic. We give them a historical theme once a year. For example, if they have to draw the portrait of Genghis Khan, where do they have to collect information? What magazines do they have to read? They have to learn everything about him. If they were well educated at school, it would be easier for us. How did they live? What clothes did they wear? What ornaments did they draw? There is also a museum where they can get information about it. For example, if they have to draw the portrait of a Batyr, they have to know in which war he took part, and there must be historical facts. If they decide to take the portrait of a person, for example, Mahambet or Raimbek Batyr, they have to get information about their century and the clothes they wore. The student has to collect all the information and make a conclusion. They can ask me if they don't understand anything. After collecting the information, they release their topic into their space. After being in that space, it must find its conclusion. Let it be a Batyr, a poet, or a Sera. All of them must be seen clearly in that space.
Алған тақырыбы жаңа кеңістікке шығарғанда сол кеңістікте ол соның шешімін табу керек. Сол жерде шешімі ол жаңағы батыр ма, жыршы ма, ақын ба, сері ма, соның барлығы ана жерде жаңағы бірден білініп тұру керек.
One of the artists who devoted his works to the 550th anniversary of the Kazakh Khanate is Talgat Tuzulbayev. There is much power in Talgat's pictures devoted to this historical theme. They are magnificent and attract the attention of spectators. His works reveal each other and add to each other. There is a warm palette in the armor of the Batyr and his trappings.
Мынау суреттерде негізінде Абулхайр хан дейміз ғой, бірақ оның атын суреттің атын Амрақай шайқас. Неге шайқас? Өйткені бізде ұлы деген егер тарихты былай қарап алсақ.
This is the portrait of Abulkhair Khan in this painting, but it is called the Battle of the Field of Anaraikai. Why battle? Because a great and historical battle was the Battle of the Field of Anaraikai. Our ancestry took part in this battle. Some famous examples were Abul Mansur, Abulkhair Khan, 3 Bij, Kazakh judges, and other heroes. There was one idea to show everything in one painting. I made the sketch, collected and prepared all the materials. I saw it didn't fit into a single picture, so the second painting came to the world.
Сонымен алдында бір эскизді жасап, соны құжаттардың бәрін жинап, соны материал іздеп, соны эскиз жасадым. Эскизді қарасам бір сурет сыймайды. Соны екінші картина туылды.
Drawing requires education and depth of person, especially historical topics which require deep education from masters of the brush. The work of a master who has the honor of the nations and abilities will catch everyone's eye. A great battle and a duel which became a legend are masterpieces of the master Talgat. Saying goodbye is the fruit of his hard work. The idea of this picture on sackcloth is deep. A young girl is seeing her boyfriend off to war. This is the moment of her saying goodbye to him. That is the moment when a man's power and a girl's tears are being tested. Dark clouds are described in the background. It means heroes are leaving this world. There is the image of a beautiful young girl in the foreground. It is the symbol of the bright future. When I was a student, I drew the destruction of Otorar, the battle for Otorar. Now it is hanging in the residence of paintings. So I started drawing historical paintings from that time, and it really caught my interest. Later I devoted my work to history. 10 or 15 years later, people got interested or the number of businessmen increased, and they have made a personal collection. They were all suitable for my direction.
и маған өте не сай болды да.
Talgat's teacher is Jumakhan Aga. He greatly appreciates the intelligence of his teacher. Having started his creative works in the 1990s, the artist learnt to draw historical pictures from Kairanbayev. The teacher and the student are like brothers. They regularly talk and advise one another. They assess each other's work. Talgat is the generation of Raimbek Batur. Perhaps this is the reason for his deep understanding of this topic. One of his paintings was exhibited with the portrait of his great-grandfather. In the portrait of a tired and injured Raimbek Batur, we can see an inexhaustible energy and heroism in his face. The artist also describes the image of other heroes brilliantly. In his work, the Battle of the Field of Anaraikai, the Kazakh soldiers are described. The images of famous leaders such as Abulkhair Khan, Kabambay Batur, and others are also described there. Before drawing this painting, he had to visit the place of the battle.
Бұл суреттермен негізін біздің кішкене мақтаныш болсын деп бізде тарих өте бай ғой. Ол көбінесе адамдар мән бермей, былтыр мен ақшқа барып сол жерде конкурсқа қатысқам.
I draw such pictures out of pride because our history is so rich. Many people don't pay attention to it. Last year I took part in a contest in the USA. There was a mutual topic for the whole world. There are competitors from 50 countries. I sent a national painting and won the Grand Prix for my natural picture. I won a Golden Eagle. I am glad that the Western countries could understand the art. This is not only my achievement, but one for the whole of Kazakhstan.
Мен айтқан мақсатым мақтаныш емес. Бұл жерден айтып тұрған бұл негізінде өте алыс, ана батыс болсын, Америка өте алыс қой. Олар алыс болса да, біздің ұлттығын түсінгені соған да Құдайға шүкір деп ойлаймын.
This exhibition is likely to be a good deed which gathers Kazakh painters. There were various pictures devoted to different topics. Images on sackcloth are the fruit of the hard work of a master of the brush. The exhibition organized for the 550th anniversary of the Kazakh Khanate is likely to inspire artists. National riches in the Kazakh history are clearly seen in the palette and topic of each picture.
Бұл көрме сонау біздің қазақ хандығымыздың 550 жылдығына арналып отыр. Бұл көрмеде біздің қазақ халқымыздың осы қазақ жеріне деген
The exhibition is devoted to the 550th anniversary of the Kazakh Khanate. In the exhibition, the works are shown of the artists who have been working hard with love and devotion to the Kazakh land and people. There are also some pictures from the fund of the Art Museum. The purpose of the exhibition is to show the history of our nation and transfer that to the future generation. The history started from the rule of Kenesara Khan, Kere Khan, and Jangar Sultan, and is described on the surface of sackcloth. The most important topics which the artists touched were the Kazakh Khanate, Kazakh history, and wars in the Kazakh lands. All the works were drawn on sackcloth.
Жаңғыр Сұлтаннан басталатын тарихтарымыздың бәрі осы кенеп бетіне белгіленіп отыр. Суретшілеріміздің басталған тақырыптары қазақ хандығына, қазақ тарихына, қазақ жеріндегі болып өткен қаншама соғыс жылдарын, соның бәрін кенеп бетіне бейнелеп салынған жұмыстар.
Painting is a speechless art. The language of the painting is in its theme and palette. Shadow and light, image and hero are the bones of the picture. The works on historical topics test the education, intelligence and talent of the masters of the brush. The exhibition devoted to the 550th anniversary of the Kazakh Khanate breathes out a rich national spirit and the Kazakh epos of heroes.